Hi everyone, so today I want to do a full owner's review of this Fiido D3 Pro electric bicycle. So this is my second e-bike. My first e-bike is the OneBot S1. So I'll be comparing this to that a lot in this video. I don't have the OneBot anymore. I sold it and I got this for around $400 on the website, which is I think is a relatively good deal. It's relatively cheap, although still at 400 bucks is almost twice the price as the OneBot. The OneBot is just super cheap. That one is like $218. I have a review video on that. Make sure you can watch that one first or whatever. And then this one, original price is around $600 or $500, and discount for $400. I think it's still a good deal, but I mean, still the OneBot is better, price wise. And then for the top speed, this one is around the same as the OneBot. It's around 16 miles per hour, which is around 25 kilometers per hour. And here's the display over here. Here's the display, and the display only shows kilometers per hour, doesn't show miles per hour, so pretty disappointing. I don't know that. If I'm looking at the website, it doesn't say that. I think the reason for that is this is supposed to be the European model. I think they didn't make a US model, because a lot of reviews I saw online, they're from Europe, so that maybe that's the reason. But it should be an easy fix, maybe a software fix to to be able to change between miles per hour and kilometers per hour, but they didn't do that. And then for the display, there's not much settings at all. There's only two buttons. This is, you hold this, you turn it on or turn it off. And then that's pretty much it. There's no other setting. This one, you just switch between the pedal assist mode 1, 2, 3. 1 is the slowest, 3 is the fastest. And if you use the twist throttle over here, then it doesn't even matter which mode you're on. It always has the same acceleration and top speed. This is only when you're pedaling, pedal assist, then it makes the difference. 1 is slowest, 3 is the fastest. And then there's cruise control on this bike, which I don't expect, but I don't need cruise control for if the bike has twist or half twist throttle. This has the half twist, because the only reason you want a cruise control is because your finger is too tired from the trigger throttle or the thumb throttle. So I don't need it on this bike. But to turn it on or turn it off for the cruise control, you just hold this for a few seconds, and then it should flash. See, now it enables cruise control. To disable it, you just do the same thing again for a few seconds, and then it should flash. Now you disable the cruise control, but it doesn't have any indicator, so you just change from the previous settings. And then to turn it off, you just press this. That's pretty much it. I checked online, also checked the instruction manual. There's no P settings at all, so kind of disappointing as well. And then for the tire is 14-inch, so probably the smallest tire size for an e-bike, adult e-bike, is 14 inches by 2.125 inches. It's slightly wider than the OneBot. OneBot has a 1.95, something like that, inches wide, so slightly wider. So it's more stable, slightly more stable on high speed. Low speed doesn't make a difference. And then it has front and rear disc brakes, although the front disc brakes has the same problem as the eMove Cruiser. So I have to adjust it out of the box, but it's still ripping from time to time. So the front rotor is slightly bent. So kind of disappointing. But you can fix it by using a tool like this. You can watch some videos online. And then here's the kickstand. It's slightly better than OneBot because it has a rubber ending over here, so it won't hurt you as often if you're not careful. I don't know if the OneBot has it, but mine doesn't have it. And then here's the charge port over here. So you charge your e-bike, and it comes with a 42 volt 2 amp charger. It takes around maybe 6 hours to fully charge. And this is not the battery. The battery is over here on the stem. And this is a step-through design, so there's no horizontal bar over here. So it's easier to step in and step out of the bike. And here's the pedals. It comes uninstalled and it's foldable. I'm not going to fold it right now, but it's foldable. So it's pretty compact. And then the battery size, as you can see here, I'm not sure you can see it, it's a 7.8 amp-hour battery, so it's 280 watt-hour. So it's fairly good size for this price point. It's bigger than the OneBot. OneBot only has a 5 amp-hour battery. But e-bike is more efficient than scooter because you can pedal it yourself, so it has more range, even though It has more range than scooter, even though it has if it has the same battery size. And then it's a one-speed gear. You know, there's no, you cannot change the gears, just one gear. It's okay to pedal, but not great, of course. It's actually, I think, the around the same as the one part in terms of pedaling. You know, you can pedal on flat surfaces, but uphill you cannot, probably not a good idea. And then for the hill climbing, the one bot actually is better than this, even though both has a rear 250 watt motor. So a single motor, 250 watts, but the one bot slightly better hill climbing than this one. That one on a around 10% hill, I can reach around 8 miles per hour, but this one is only like 5 to 6 miles per hour. So for some reason, this is weaker. Not sure why. And then the tire again is tubed tire, so it is not tubeless, but you know, for this price usually it's tubed. And then here's the seat post. The seat top is from Evercross. It's not the original one. This is the original one. It's kind of thin and not very comfortable. It says Fiido over here. But most bikes are, you know, at this price range or even the higher price, they are not comfortable anyway. That's why I switched it out. So the seat post doesn't have any suspension. The seat also doesn't have suspension. So kind of rough ride. And there's no front, no rear suspension. So no suspension at all. The only suspension is your air tires over here. So keep that in mind. And here's the folding mechanism. This is slightly better than the one part because it has this safety thing over here. You know, you can kind of, you know, if you put this in, then this thing shouldn't come down by accident. So slightly better. It's not on the one part. And then here's the stem adjustment. It's height adjustable, but not by a lot. Maybe like 3 inches, something like that. And then there's a lot of wires going on. I'm not sure why there's so many wires, as you can see here, but you know, one for the cable, brake cable, one for the battery, one for the controller, one for the motor, you know, but there's a lot of wires. And here's the headlight. To turn on the headlight, you have to turn on the scooter. So if you're not turning on the scooter, you cannot have the front light. It comes with a rear light, but I didn't install that. It's a USB charged rear light. So it doesn't have brake light. The light is not too fancy, but it's okay. And then to turn it off, you just press this again, and then here's the horn. It's pretty loud. I'd rather have a regular bike bell, but anyway, this is the handlebar itself. The handlebar is around 23 inches in width, so around the same as the one bar. And then here's the half twist throttle. And then one thing I don't like is that if you push the scooter, the pedal will move. And if you have the scooter on or the e-bike on, then the e-bike would actually accelerate forward by itself once you push it for a few seconds. This is very dangerous and kind of scary. I don't know why they have this feature over here. So the only safe way to push this e-bike is to turn off the bike. So keep that in mind. It doesn't happen on the one bot or maybe some other bicycle. So very scary. And also this one, in order to do pedal only, no electric assist, you have to turn off the scooter. Unlike the one bot, you can turn on the scooter or the e-bike and you can still pedal with your own power only. But this one, you have to turn it off. So that's a bad design as well. That means at night, you not recommend to pedal this bike at all because you have to turn it off. That means you cannot turn on the headlight because in order to turn on the headlight, you have to turn on the scooter. That means you cannot pedal this bike without the pedal assist. But the one bot, there's a function that you can turn on the e-bike and still pedal only. So another disappointing thing about this e-bike, so keep that in mind. And then the top speed, again, 25 kilometers per hour, but it won't show any speed higher than 25 kilometers per hour. So even you're traveling like 26 or 30 kilometers per hour or downhill, it will still show 25 and doesn't have imperial units, doesn't show miles per hour. So another disappointment over there. So overall, then the weight is around 38 pounds, so around the same as the one bot. But this is slightly longer than the one bot. It's like 2 inches longer. So if you want the smallest possible e-bike, you probably want the one bot or the Jackson Bolt Pro. But those two are sold out already. So this is probably the next cheapest or the next smallest you can get. This is still smaller than the eMove Roadrunner, which is also have a 14-inch tires, but this is longer and way more heavy. So overall, I mean, $400 is okay, but I probably only give it a 5 out of 10 The one bot I'll probably give it a 7 or 8 out of 10 because this one a lot of bad features, you know, that I mentioned in the video, and also almost twice as expensive as the one bot after the discount. So I like the one bot more, and this is more expensive. So anyway, feel free to leave any comments or question in the comment section. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.